Mrs. Kamal wants to start selling kerosene at Sabo Market, and she went to meet a welder that will build the tank for her. Please listen to the conversation that ensued. Good morning, Mrs. Kamal. What can I do for you this morning?
I want you to help build a kerosene tank for me.
How many liters of kerosene do you want the tank to hold? And what shape do you want?
I want a rectangular tank that has a capacity for 12,000 liters of kerosene.
Okay. I will be charging you based on the total surface area of the material that will be used to build the tank.
What type of material will be used?
Well, I will be using iron to build the tank.
What do you mean by total surface area?
Total surface area is the area of the external surface of a three-dimensional shape. The rectangular tank is actually a cuboid, and it has length, breadth, and height. Therefore, the area of the iron material that will be needed to build the external surface of the tank is the total surface area. The iron will be cut into length, breadth, and height and welded together to form the tank.
How do I know the length, breadth, and height?
We can actually determine the length, breadth, and height ourselves, although we will also consider the space where you will put the tank.
Okay, I want the height to be about 2 meters.
Since you want the tank to have a volume of 12,000 liters of kerosene, we can determine the length and breadth since the height will be 2 meters. The volume of kerosene is 12,000 liters, and 1,000 liters equals 1 meter cube. Therefore, 12,000 liters equals into bracket 12,000 liters multiplied by 1 meter cube divided by 1,000 liters. This will give us 12 meter cube. Volume is length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. Please note, madam, that length multiplied by breadth is area. Therefore, substituting our area for length multiplied by breadth, our volume will equal area multiplied by height. Please note, madam, also that this is not the total surface area. 12 meter cube equals area multiplied by 2 meters. So, area equals 12 meter cube divided by 2 meters, which will give us 6 meters squared. In other words, area equals length multiplied by breadth, which will give us 6 meters squared. Therefore, we can use different values for the length and the breadth to get the area of 6 meters squared. For example, length can be 3 meters and breadth 2 meters, which will give us an area of 6 meters squared. Or, length can be 4 meters and breadth 1.5 meters, which will also give us an area of 6 meters squared. Alternatively, length can be 6 meters and breadth 1 meter, which will give us an area of 6 meters squared. Or, length can also be 2.5 meters and breadth can be 2.4 meters, which will also still give us an area of 6 meters squared.
How do I know which one to choose?
Well, the value you will choose depends on the one that will give you the lowest value of surface area. The less the surface area needed, the less the money you will pay. For now, let us choose a length of 2.5 meters and a breadth of 2.4 meters.
So, do you mean that the tank will have a length of 2.5 meters, breadth of 2.4 meters, and height of 2 meters?
That is correct. So we will need to determine the surface area of the iron material that will be needed. The surface area of a cuboid is actually calculated like this. 2 into bracket length multiplied by height plus breadth multiplied by height plus length multiplied by breadth, which means 2 into bracket 2.5 multiplied by 2 plus 2.4 multiplied by 2 plus 2.5 multiplied by 2.4. And that will give us 2 into bracket 5.0 plus 4.8 plus 6.0. And that will give us 2 into bracket 15.8. If you multiply 2 by 15.8, it will give us a total of 31.6 meters squared.
So, we'll be needing 31.6 meters squared of iron material to construct the tank?
Definitely, Mrs. Kamal. You are right. We will need 31.6 meters squared of iron material that will be cut into parts of length 2.5 meters, breadth 2.4 meters, and height 2 meters. The parts will be welded together to form the tank.
How many parts will you need to build a tank?
The rectangular tank is made up of 6 faces, which I referred to as parts.
How do you know it has 6 faces?
Well, there is something that is called the net of a 3-dimensional shape. The net of a 3-dimensional shape is what it looks like if it is flattened out. In the case of a cuboid, when it is flattened out, it is made up of 6 rectangular faces, as illustrated in my diagram. Therefore, the materials will be cut into 6 parts with length 2.5 meters, breadth 2.4 meters, and height 2 meters.
So, how much will I pay for the iron material?
Wow, this is the part I love the most. We charge 3,000 naira per square meter. Since the total surface area is 31.6 meters squared and 1 meter squared costs 3,000 naira, therefore, to calculate the amount you'll be spending to build a tank of 31.6 meters squared will be 3,000 naira multiplied by 31.6 meters squared, which will give us 94,800. In other words, you will be spending 94,800 naira to buy the iron materials that will give us a tank with a total volume of 12,000 liters.
Is that all I will be paying?
Obviously not, madam. You'll be paying for the cost of doing the work also, but that is a separate payment. When do you want me to start constructing the tank?
I will bring the money tomorrow afternoon.
I'll surely be expecting you. Bye.
Bye.